Dead Space, a franchise which clawed its way into my heart. I remember playing the original Dead Space and liking but not loving it. I did really appreciate the great game design overall, the creature design, level design and the combat. Having Isaac as the silent protagonist felt very out of place though, and I guess this was the biggest reason I couldn't really bond with him. The second one really won me over, and is one of the best games ever made in my opinion. There's much more content in the Dead Space franchise though. Animated movies, comics and spin-off titles.
Be ready for anything, Kirklands.
Shut up, I'm trying to think!
P-Sec, what's going on here?
Stay out of this, cop. It's none of your business.
Just tell me what the problem is, son. You don't want to hurt anyone.
At least regarding the games, I do actually own all of them, except for the mobile versions.
Feel my head's gonna burst.
I'll get one of the docs to look at it, okay?
But I do have the original trilogy, including the DLCs and the spin-offs, Extraction and Ignition. After having played some of the Resident Evil games and enjoying it, I decided to revisit another franchise, which I really enjoyed, and I started with the beginning. With the prequel to the first game. Dead Space Extraction, originally developed for the Wii, but later also ported to the PS3, is a pretty cool rail shooter, which serves as a prequel to the trilogy, as I already mentioned. As the game progresses, the player will take control of several people and meet some familiar faces, even though some of them will be dead already. We start on Aegis 7, a team of miners just dug up a huge monolith, the Marker. Soon the miners are getting crazy, seeing things, seeing monsters, attacking people. One of the miners, Sam, is fighting for his life and tries to escape, but right before he reaches the elevator to escape the monsters lurking in the mines, he is gunned down and lays dying. As it turns out, he himself was seeing things as well and killed his colleagues. The man who shot the crazy miner is McNeil, a security member in the colony, basically the hero of the story. We will see through his eyes for most of the game. McNeil is investigating some similar events when he is visited by the USG Ishimura soldier and old friend Weller. Suddenly all hell breaks loose and he tries to escape the colony, together with two more survivors. Eckhart, an executive, and Lexine Murdoch, the fiancée of the dead miner Sam. Together they try to find a safe place from all the madness. And they try the Ishimura.
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god!
What follows is about 5 to 6 hours of gruesome action, which is way more story focused and probably offers more story overall than any other light gun or railgun shooter. It's also a rather interesting and entertaining one, which is not necessary to understand the main games, but it does add to the whole saga. You will be revisiting some of the locations of the original game, and also some new ones. Unfortunately, a big new location are the sewers. You also see a lot of already known monsters, but also a few new ones like the Grabber and Flyers, which were cut from the original. The gameplay is fun, as is the case for most railgun shooters and Dead Space games, but it also offers some elements unique to the Dead Space franchise. You can use telekinesis a lot and you can use stasis. The weapons have secondary fire modes. There are also some minigames to unlock doors, which require some tact and caution. You also have to fight off enemies in some cases while completing the minigame. While there is a lot of story and dialogue, it doesn't distract from the gameplay or cause some boring moments. The mix of story and gameplay is well balanced in my opinion. You really can feel that there was a lot of money put into this game. While the story is good and overall exciting and interesting, gameplay wise I was missing some real highlights. Sure, there are some boss fights, but they were overall underwhelming in my opinion. And the last level is just a huge force of enemies in a small hangar, which is not that interesting. At least there is some replay value though. Most levels have at some point a choice to go one way or another, and you have collectibles you can pick up. Audio logs, text logs, video logs, and most important of all, weapon upgrades. Unfortunately, you can't see the collectibles later on in any menu, and you see only an overview of what was unlocked when finishing a level. There are also several difficulties and you can play the challenge mode, which I didn't try so far. I would have liked to upgrade my character or weapons myself, but instead you just get what you find. You are also rewarded with stars for completing levels. If you do well, you get more stars, of course. With these stars, you also upgrade your character. These upgrades include more health, more stasis, and so on. Dead Space Extraction is a good addition to the franchise, and an enjoyable game. I would put it into the same category of railgun shooters, like the Resident Evil Chronicles and House of the Dead, Overkill. It's definitely one of the better ones. It is not the best game of this kind regarding unlockables and replay value though, but has probably the best story and presentation. It's nice to play for a short while and enjoy the game, and I had fun with it. And we will see McNeil in the DLC for Dead Space 2. On the Sprawl. Dead Space Extraction gets an 8 out of 10.
Shit. I have to warn Weller and Cargo. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
No way they did this to each other. They probably thought they'd be safe inside PC.
And we kept them out.
They were trying to kill us. Remember that.
Kinda